Hi, foreigner in the Philippines, welcome. Well, good morning. Beautiful day today. Stopped raining and we're looking forward to having a very pleasant day out. Hoping to go and see if we can make a surprise visit on Mike and Jean at Village of Hope at their halfway house or the store that they run in Taliban. So that's going to be our busy day today, and also it would be nice to get some groceries so that the refrigerator doesn't look like an empty ghost of a shell. Well, one of the things that's exciting that's happened, of course, is lovely May and her decision to start her own YouTube channel. Now, as many of our subscribers who are now posting to lovely May through our channel are saying in their comments, well, lovely May, better get ready for the evil that's out there, like one guy said. And very true, that it's a double-edged sword, and it is. Now, one of the things that comes up as soon as anybody starts to do something which is over and above what he or she normally does, in other words, they start to pick themselves up, and even in the grandest of situations realize what their mission is. Boy, that's a lucky man or a lucky woman that finds that realizes that. So even in that situation there's going to be opposition, and it is usually in direct or even greater proportion to the amount of change that the person is seeking. Now, this is not me telling everybody what to do, which I apparently do as if I know everything. Heaven forbid I know everything. But it just seems to be a fact. As soon as you start to do anything which rocks the comfort zone of someone around you, then they're going to start putting in their two penneth. You know, they're going to be starting, well, why are you doing that? Well, there's a lot of people out there, you know, they're going to be harming you, and this is going to be dangerous. And this is already happening with lovely May, and I won't go into that, because that's her job to go into that. But it just reminds me of an example. When I was in the UK, I had a contracting business which I was running, and I had one particular guy who had a multi-million-dollar business in which he advised people on what shares to buy, and he ran a daily what we would call, I guess, a podcast, where every day people could log on and they could find out what the hot shares were for that day. He'd made a lot of money. He'd gone public, and he had millions of pounds, not dollars, millions of pounds in shares in his own company. Now, he was actually very good to me. He helped me set up how to approach a bank, get money to expand my business, how to overcome cash flow problems, all of this. And he really was very kind to me. Now, he always saw me in my jeans and t-shirt and working with tools in hand, because that was the kind of business that I was running at that stage. Gradually, I began to get more and more business. People trusted me to do a good job. I like to think that I did a good job. And I started to dress according to what the interview was. Now, if I was being interviewed for work which amounted to tens of thousands of pounds, then I didn't go along dressed in jeans and a t-shirt. I dressed in a suit and tie, and I went along looking like a businessman. Well, everything was fine with this benefactor of mine, this mentor, if you like, until I received a phone call saying, Terence, could you come in? I'd like to see you about some work that needs done at the office. So he bought another business and he wanted me to go over there. And the kind of trust that we had in each other was he would tell me, I bought this business, it's a printing design business. The man is still involved in the company. I've become a major shareholder, and he will want to spend 15,000. I want you to go over there and tell me how you can dress the place up, but only for 10,000. So he didn't knock me down on the price. He told me what he wanted to spend, and then I would report back to him and say, this is what I could do. So I ran a company called Design and Build. Well, we had a very good relationship, but I noticed a distinct change when, in answer to his call to come and see him, when I was already out and dressed for another appointment, I went into his office and he looked at me with a kind of a shock and surprise, because I was dressed like any of his other employees. That I was there in a suit, I was well turned out, I looked like a businessman, I looked like I could have been an associate of his, and that kind of rocked his comfort level. No, this is not Terence. This is somebody else. And it wasn't that he stopped giving me work, but he changed. He changed towards me, and a little bit of the benevolent goodwill disappeared. And that's what happens because I went in and changed the way that he had to look at me. He realized, I guess, that maybe I was coming up to not to the same level as his, because his level was millions of pounds, which certainly I had a long way to go to get to that. But that I was coming up and I was running a business, and that I wasn't out there hammering nails in. I was putting guys in who hammered nails in, and that was their job, and I had mine. I secured work and I employed guys, and at one point I employed about 25 people, all out on 3 different sites, which I cruised around and made sure everything was going right, made sure the materials were there, all of the things that the main contractor would do. So the lesson surely is that as you seek to do something different and people see this, they're going to change, and the change will not always be nice. Unfortunately, not everybody is happy to see you change your life. It happens that way, and you have to understand what is happening. Yesterday we saw lovely May. We gave her the camera, went over the camera with her, and did some other stuff. And I said to her then, me, the bloody foreigner, I said, you know, your test of faith may come in a greatly different way to what you think. Whenever we think of a test of faith, we think of something which makes us doubt in the presence of God. That's what we think of as a test of faith. That's not always what a test of faith can be, in my opinion. A test of faith can be in the way that you see people respond to you in a way that you wish that they hadn't done that. And you have to remain in harmony with those people, even though they're doing something which is actually against your better intentions and hopes and dreams. So this is something that may well be a test of faith that she has to watch for. The other one, of course, is that she is lovely, lovely May. And she is going to get a lot of attention because of that. There will be guys cruising around who have no interest at all in listening to talks about God, about the Creator, about how to go about all of those things religious, which will be a heavy, if not all, a heavy focus of lovely May's channel. That's where this lady is. So she already has someone who would like to come and visit. Well, if I come and visit, will she give me a chance? Go and look at the video of Lovely May and you'll get your answer on that, okay? But she's going to have to deal with a lot of that. It's just inevitable. And who can blame the guys who will look at this woman and say, wow, this is somebody that I would like to have in my life. I don't blame you, and I don't think anybody else will. But on the other hand, she already has her agenda on this, and she will have to deal with those responses. The other things she will have to deal with are what I've already covered, and that is that as her family see her grow in confidence, in focus, in probably finding what her mission is, they too will change. And the ones that are jealous will not be nice about it, or family and friends I'm talking about now, distant family, extended family, all of that may not be pleased. Well, Lovely May, no, you're supposed to be sitting at home helping with a little of the housework and waiting for your teacher's job. But here you are, you're becoming a celebrity. When we never thought you were going to do that, did we? Lovely May, you have it all coming. Get ready. Toughen up and handle it. And you have our support. Beth and I will be here for you, and we wish you the very best. Changed as you're going to be, we wish you the very best. This is a foreigner in the Philippines. Bye for now.